Good morning, everybody. Hope you're enjoying this wonderful weather. I'm still outside. This is a great thing. So, uh, you may have noticed the markets are going a little bit crazy today. We were down yesterday, or down up yesterday, down the day before. It's been kind of a little bit crazy. We got Brooks Brothers filing bankruptcy. We got United Airlines fixing to implode. Lots of crazy things going on, but the market's still high. Gold is the highest it's been in 9 years, and mortgage rates are the lowest they've ever been. So get your house refinanced, buy some gold, whatever it takes. My 30 shares of Zoom stock that I bought way back in October, just because I like Zoom, they're up 164%. So that's kind of cool just to watch that happen. Uh, Enough of that. Today I want to talk about flow. All right. So first I want to get in your mind. I want you to have this image of a flowing stream, a nice babbling brook, and remember that peaceful, calm, nice feeling that you get when you're in the woods and you see that river flowing. Wouldn't it be great if we could get that nice, calm, and peaceful feeling while we were at work? So that's what flow can do for you. Okay. There are two different types of flow, two distinct types. Okay, the first I want to talk about is workflow, and this is really what I'm going to talk about today. Um, this is where we're working on one thing at a time, and it moves from place to place to place, just like it's flowing in a stream. Okay, it never stacks up, it never goes backwards, and it never goes to the same place twice. Now, I don't care what kind of work you do. You could be working on patients in a hospital. You could be processing an insurance claim. You could be writing a business case. You could be making a sewing machine. I don't care what kind of work you do. Applying these principles of flow are going to make your work faster, I guarantee, and it's usually going to make it easier as well. Okay, so what are those principles of flow at work? Pretty easy to remember. Um, One place, one piece, one pace. All right, that's all you got to remember. One place, one piece, one pace. So one place means we're going to do as much of the work as we can in one particular spot. Okay, now it doesn't mean one person has to do it all, but we're going to bring whatever equipment, whatever people, whatever resources we need to get that work done into the same space, right? So we can move it as little as possible. If we can do it virtually, let's do it virtually, but we still want to make sure it flows from the same place, right? So move things closer together, right? One piece means working on one thing at a time, finishing it, and passing it on. Okay, we were making hoagies as a fundraiser for Lexington Catholic High School when my son Danny went to school there. Every year we'd have this big hoagie thing. There'd be tables lined up in the gym, and hundreds of people would show up to make these hoagies as this big fundraiser. Um, my table, we decided to teach people this one piece flow kind of thing because everybody else was like, you'd take 5 buns out, and you'd lay the 5 buns out, and you'd put 5 pieces of meat on it, and you'd slide it down to the next person who would put 5 pieces of cheese, who'd slide it down to the next person who'd put a couple of onions, and slide it on down until it got packaged up, right? Remember, we can only work on one thing at a time. So while we're working on that one hoagie, the other 4 are sitting there waiting. Okay, so what Flow's trying to do is eliminate all that waiting. So we started teaching people to make one and move one, make one and move one, make one and move one. And we ended up doing about twice as many hoagies as the rest of the tables in the gym. It worked, it was phenomenal, but it was hard to get people to overcome that natural feeling that, oh, I should be doing this in a batch. And that is just a very natural human thing. So one of the things that leaders have to really do is be on top of this and really be promoting this idea of one piece, make one and move one, make one and move one. And again, I don't care what product it is. So one place, one piece, one at a time. And the third is one pace. So this means we're going to redesign and rebalance the work that has to be done so that all the jobs that are required to finish some particular product, report, patient, sewing machine, whatever it takes, right? All the work takes about the same amount of time, and all the people working are doing about the same amount of work. So what that is going to end up doing is just eliminate these feelings that I'm the only person working here. And it's going to eliminate these feelings where we're waiting on so-and-so to finish something before we can start working. Okay, so that's going to take some deliberate thinking and some deliberate redesign. It's also going to take some deliberate training on some folks' part, because some folks are used to doing as little as possible, and some folks are used to doing as much as possible. So we've got to balance this out so that everything flows nice and smoothly. So I'm trying to remove burnout. I'm trying to make the work more satisfying with this one pace piece. Okay, so just remember, one place, one piece, one pace. Try it at work. I guarantee it's going to make things better for you. If you need help, give me a call. I could certainly use the work. It's been a couple of months since I've been out on the road. I'm ready to go again. So that was all about workflow. And there's more details on that. I'll talk about flow a lot in the future. The other thing is psychological flow, and this is the feeling that you've experienced, I know, of being in the zone, right? That focused feeling and how good that feels. Well, it's not just an accidental thing. We can design work that actually gets people into that flow state, and it becomes a great place to work. But I'll talk more on that later. So please make some comments below. Ask questions below, share this, like this, talk about this, send me questions, ask about anything that you'd like me to talk about. I'm here for you. So that's it for today. I'm going to Florida tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow at 9, but Saturday and for a week, I'm going to be doing this from Orlando, just to get away from Ohio for a few days. So y'all have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.